If you really pay attention, you will realize that men tell on themselves all the time.
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about TikTok stories, how women caught their boyfriends cheating. So I'll put the videos together so that you watch and learn. I'll be back to share my truth.
If you really pay attention, you will realize that men tell on themselves all the time. This is how I found out I was getting cheated on. I was in a long distance relationship with this guy who was my boyfriend at the time, definitely an ex now. And we planned to go on a cruise together, so we flew out separately from our cities. But he wound up missing his flight because he bleached his hair to a crisp, like it was breaking off. Luckily, he made his flight the next day and we were able to board our cruise. The cruise was so much fun. I was so sad when the cruise was over, but of course, all good things come to an end, and we had to get back to reality and fly back home to our respective states. I spent my entire flight looking through all of our pictures we took together, and I was just really sad to be going home without him. As we were descending, I got a shitload of texts from him, and I instantly knew that something was off. He was basically freaking out, saying that some crazy girl was going to DM me and make all these claims, but none of them are true. And at this point, Instagram was that girl, and I was getting hundreds of messages a day. My Wi-Fi kept on cutting in and out while I was searching for this DM, but I finally found it. The girl was basically saying that she had been seeing my ex and that they were just together, and as a matter of fact, he asked her to pick him up from the airport that evening. She said that she turned him down because she found out about me and that he had a girlfriend. But I was really skeptical of her claims because my ex had a tendency to post everything like as he was doing it, so everybody knew his business. Of course, I DM'd her back asking for proof, and she sent me screenshots and a bunch of other things, but of course I was still in denial because I really wanted to believe my man over a stranger. My ex was so embarrassed that he fried his hair. That was the one thing that he did not put on social media. Like, he didn't want anybody to know. So when she mentioned that she was with him the day he missed his flight, helping him with his hair and putting coconut oil in it, I knew that she was telling the truth. This man came in the morning of our cruise reeking like coconut oil, and I even asked him, like, how do you know about coconut oil? And he was like, oh, my barber told me to use it. And I swear to you, I would have never seen that DM if he did not tell me about it. He was trying to get ahead of the game, but instead he played himself in the worst way possible. But there is so much more to the story, so let me know if you want a part 2. Moral of the story is, when men tell on themselves, believe them the first time.
Story time on how I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me. I had this gut feeling, and I was like, go through his phone. And I was young and I was dumb, and I was like, no, I don't want to disturb my peace. Okay. So then this one day, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So I went through his phone when he was asleep, and I found him talking to a girl. So I woke him up, and it was like a big fight, and he was like, I'm sorry. Made every excuse, right, to apologize. And I was like, okay, I forgive you. Like, he's not gonna do it again. So then a week passes by, right? A week. And I actually ended up confronting this girl, and I texted her because this girl had a man this entire time and they were flirting. They were not just texting. So I texted her. I was like, if you know he's with me, like, why are you being messy? You have a man. And she was like, please don't get my man involved, whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't want it to be that messy. Like, after this is gonna be done. So a week later, I download a texting app, and I made a fake number and I text my boyfriend at the time. I was like, hey, and keep in mind, when I found these messages with this girl, I was studying the way she puts her emojis because I was like, no, like, we're gonna test this out again. So I knew how she texts. The way she would put the smiley face, I was like, okay, I know how to text like her. I text my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend now, with a fake number, and I'm like, hey, winky face, the way she put it, right? And he's like, who's this? And I was like, oh, this is so and so. And he was like, which one? I was like, what do you mean, which one? Like, how many do you know? Okay, keep in mind that day me and him were supposed to hang out but he stayed home and I stayed home, but we were on the phone the whole time before bed. So I was texting him, pretending to be this other girl while we were on the phone. So I was keeping my calm, I was keeping it cool, and I was upset, and it was so hard for me to like act normal. So we're texting, and I was like, oh, this is so and so, and he's like, which one? I said this one, whatever, and he was like, oh, hey, cutie, with a winky face. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Okay. So then I started texting him and I'm like, oh, do you want to hang out? And he's like, when? I was like, right now. And he's like, right now, right now. I was like, yes. And he was like, I'm down. Winky face. Okay. And in this at this point of time when we're texting on the phone, he was like trying to get off when we're on the phone, he was trying to get off the phone with me. He was like, oh, I have to go help my brother do this and that and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, are you sure? Like you don't want to talk for a little bit longer, blah blah blah. And he was like, no, I'll call you back. I was like, okay. So I said bye, good night, like any normal. Story time about how I caught my boyfriend in bed with another girl. So when I was 22, I had a boyfriend that was toxic as hell, fucking crazy, cheater, all of the above. So we went out to dinner one night. It was me and two of his friends, a boy and a girl. We go out, we have a few drinks, and we're pretty tipsy, and they're like, let's go to a strip club. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go to a strip club. And I'm damn well, I'm way too jealous for that. But anyways, we get there. I'm not feeling it. I get mad at him. I walk home. I get home. I pass out. I wake up at 3 in the morning and I'm like, oh shit, I left my bag at his house. So I wake up my mom and I'm like, you need to take me to his house. I left my purse in my car there. And she's like, right now? And I'm like, yes, right now. This can't wait. So I get there. I knock on the door. His friend opens it and I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I walk into his room and he's under the covers. So I'm like, he's fucking passed out drunk. So I pull the covers to lay with him and guess what? Back, I'm out of time.
So this is a story about how I found out my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me on Valentine's Day. So this is my ex-boyfriend of like 8 years ago, and he took me to a hotel for Valentine's Day in like deep East London. I didn't even live in London, so I didn't really know where I was. Now, the hotel was just so shabby. Like, it had a communal bathroom, and I never knew communal bathrooms existed in hotels. So that was kind of like the first red flag of the day. So we're there, we're chilling, we're taking pictures, and I'm all like, my man. And I'm posting pictures of us on Twitter. And then, look what someone tweets me. You can literally tell this screenshot is so old because literally look at the format. So it goes from top to bottom. So someone says, too bad your man's a cheat. You should seriously check his phone. And if you don't believe me, I have proof. Enjoy your night. Ignore what my old Twitter at was. So I'm just like, what the hell is happening? But when I got that, I literally knew it was true, right? So I literally look at him and I'm like, what? Then he looks at me and then he runs off with his phone out the room. And I'm like, he hasn't even denied that it wasn't true. Like, of course I think you're guilty now. What the hell? So then he comes back in the room and he's like, talk to my friend. And his friend is like, oh, don't leave him. Like, it was a mistake. And I'm like, your friend is pleading your case before you've even denied the allegations. Like, what? I hadn't even told him I was leaving him because we haven't even spoken about what happened. He just went straight to pleading his case. So basically it was all true, and
I will never forget this day. Like December 17, 2017 or December 19, 2017 is one of them. And I was at work at a gas station. Me and my best friend, we worked the same shift. I had 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and she had the 12 to 6 or something like that. And I kept saying, girl, something not right. Like, something keeps telling me I need to go home. Something ain't right at my house. And she was like, girl, what's wrong with you? I'm like, girl, I don't know. I gotta go home. Something ain't feeling right. Something, I don't know. Something ain't right. And she was like, girl, go ahead. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cover you. So I leave the job. Whether I didn't give a fuck about getting fired. I didn't give a fuck. I was the only person working and paying all the bills by myself. I didn't even care. Something was not right. So I left the job. I'm driving. I'm running the red lights. I'm running stop signs. But something just kept telling me I need to go home. I need to go home. I need to go home.
I called my boyfriend cheated, and this is what his response was. This message changed everything. Let me tell you why. So I always had trust in my boyfriend. We have been together for 3 years, and I thought we had our ups and downs. I never thought he would destroy me until one night when everything changed. It started off with a gut feeling. something was off. He been acting distant, texting less, involving architect, always keeping his phone face down. At first, I brushed it off, telling myself I was overthinking, but deep down, I knew something was wrong, wasn't right. One evening, while he was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the nightstand. I glanced at the screen and I saw a name I didn't recognize. Her name was Jamaya. The messages previous sent a chill down my spine. And it says, late night, last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you. What? My heart dropped. My hands shook as I unlocked his phone. Something I had never done before. As I scrolled through their messages, my worst fear was confronting. He has been lying to me. The late nights, the sudden change in behavior. This excuse is all made seem now. When he came out the bathroom, towel swiped around his waist. He froze the moment he saw me holding his phone. What is this? My voice calmly, and then I expect, but my heart pounded in my chest while my heart was pounding in my chest. His face paled. Babe, it's not what you think. I let out a bitter laugh. Really? Because it looks like you spent last night with her. He opened his mouth, but no words came out. In his silence was all the confronted I needed. I stood up and grabbed my bag. I deserve better, I said. My voice suddenly disappeared. My tears threatened to fall. With that, I walked out, leaving behind the man I once loved, who had shattered my trust beyond repair. The night I didn't just lose that night I just did not lose my boyfriend, but I lost the thought of what he would do to me, and I'll also gained something clarity, and I knew I would be okay because
That's the video, guys. I'm just here also to share my reasons, like what I think about today's video. So many women have passed through these situations where you catch your boyfriend or maybe caught your boyfriend cheating on you. So I guess you've watched all the videos and you've seen how women caught their boyfriends. And if something resonates with you, kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel and also leave for me a comment. Okay, and if you love my content, like the video and share with your friends. So let me tell you my story, how I caught someone cheating on me. So I remember I met this person when he was actually doing nothing. So we started dating and everything was going well. So because me, I like things and I like us going on dates whatsoever. And by that time, this person never had any money with him. Okay, he was not doing any business or he was not even working at that point. So we sat down what he can do and we started a business. And I was really helping him advertise. I was there. Okay, until the business grew bigger, we were able to open shops for men's clothes and everything was going fine. So he was a rugby player and I used to play good rugby. So like in my country at that time rugby he was playing but it was not really um being paid money like they only get paid when they have a game like that. Okay, so that day I remember I had a game and I was there and he told me pray for me because today we are going to have other people from other countries. So I want them to notice me and I want them to buy me like so that I should be playing in another country. So like, oh okay. So before he even started, we prayed for him that everything was okay. I was there cheering up and we are enjoying the game and everything. And he did very well. He was like, I think I just encouraged my praise and just encouraged him to do so well. So he did so well. So in announcing, he was picked among the people who'll be playing for another country. So he was brought to another country. I was so happy. And the time came. We prepared for his trip and he was going. So I escorted him to the airport. Everything was fine. So I waited for him 1 year. The next year, he said like his contract was just for 1 year, so the next year is supposed to renew or like that. So like, okay, come, can't you come back and do something else? Like, yeah. So it's like, yeah, I think so, because actually next year the money we should be paying, it won't be very much. It'll be like, yeah, so and something better. So I'll come back. So later, um, before we even reached the country, he was aboard again with another a team in my country. In that team, it's for soldiers army. So they had to put him on the payload before he was even like for training. I even has gone for training. I don't know what they really call it. So he didn't tell me about that. It was just I was bored and come. Yeah. So after that, I remember he called me. He told me he's coming to see me, so we should meet in town. He sent me money for transport. I went to town. I was so happy to see him, and we met. We talked. How was the trip? How was everything? How is it going? So before we even met, this guy was asking me what color the couch I want, what color of the beds, and the size of the TV, everything, the color of the place I like, and everything. So he told me we are going home. So I thought that we were going to meet her sister and everything, because we mostly used to stay at the sister's place. So we went. He surprised me. He was given a house, like a double story, yeah, house like that. And yeah, I was so happy for him that now things are getting better. I was so happy. So time came. This person was um time came to go for training. So we called each other. He told me bye. So he used to call me sometimes. I could send him money. I could do what. I was just there for him until he came back. I waited still. I was there waiting, not cheating or nothing. So he came back. This person, when he came back, he came completely a different person. So before he was coming back, I made sure I had a present for him. Anything he wanted, like clothes, anything. He was scattered. Okay. So he came, was so happy. And the most disappointing thing which happened first was when I see his status monthly every day, it's girls there. Like same girl praising her, everything. So my like I was becoming suspicious, like what's really going on. So I asked him, who's this girl? Like you post her every time. Like, oh, this is my playing daughter. Your playing daughter. Okay. So I told him he doesn't sit well with me, like posting other people. Like I wasn't trying to control him, but I was just trying to be genuine. Like I wasn't comfortable him posting people. Okay, and you're posting the same person every time. No, he started, no, yeah, reacting too much. It's not what you think. And mhm, this person really cheated on me. He started cheating on me. These girls, when I went to his house, he started disrespecting me, talk to other people when I'm around. And it reached a point like I thought it was very too much, because now girls started calling me, asking me about him. So like I needed to be respected. I approached him and he told me, no, I'm not doing anything. Mostly he used to refuse like the things he used to do. But me, I knew for deep down my heart, like this person is not being genuine with me. Okay. So one time I met him in town. What God can do. Like I made him even carrying a handbag for the other girl. So I just look at him and was like, okay. So I went home and told myself, okay, this is not what I want. Like this person has really changed. He's not the person I wanted to be with. So I'm just gonna leave the relationship. And I told him, said, no, we have come a long way. I said, yes, we've come a long way, but if you're doing the wrong things and I feel like this relationship is not going anywhere, you're cheating on me and you're here saying I should stay because maybe we were together when building all this, but I said no. I deserve better. You can continue with other girls. That's how I even continued and I started my life afresh. But karma hits back. Like you can't do bad to people if they were good to you. So at the moment it's going through shit a little bit. Yeah, thank you for watching guys. Bye.